Hi, everyone. This is Ken with Ken's Insurance Agency. We're coming to you today to talk to you about commercial insurance and how it can benefit you and your company. Also, we're going to be talking about our other products that can go along with commercial insurance that we've got that basically are not really insurance products. We're going to give you a lot of information. We're going to be showing you a lot of stuff. So let's get ready. Um, the first thing we're going to talk about is general liability. General liability, a good way to think of it is like the homeowners for a business. So it's going to cover the property, it's going to cover the building, stuff inside the building, stuff on the property. If a person gets hurt on the property, these kind of things can even, at least to a point, cover the product being produced on the property if it was like stolen or damaged in a fire. Um, so that's general liability. The next one is business owner liability. This protects the business owner and HR person from lawsuit for hiring and firing things, like if a sexual harassment lawsuit comes up or a discrimination lawsuit, these kind of things. Not really beyond that. The next one is errors and omissions. Errors and omissions is not needed by all professions, but is needed by some professions. And it covers basically for misstatements within trying to offer a service. So, like insurance agents, CPAs, doctors, uh, people in the medical field, uh, these kind of people need errors and omissions. Um, The next is commercial auto. This covers automobiles owned by the company. Then there's prepaid legal, which covers the business on lawsuit, legal matters. Can even be used for collection letters and collection calls. And so forth. And we'll be showing you some information on this. Um, then there's boiler policies. Boiler policies are only around in certain states, not in every state. Um, and they cover basically specific pieces of equipment that are expensive but are necessary for the production. And if they go down, then the company is losing money. So covers basically if they're not performing, then basically will pay for the repair of the machine or the replacement of the machine to get it back up, and for loss of money during the time that it's down. Most states, instead of a boiler policy, just included in the general liability. So that's why the boiler policy is really going away, because general liability is taking over a lot of that. Um, The next is benefits packages, and benefits packages start with health insurance. Health insurance can be expensive, but we've got some options that can make it affordable. Sometimes the options to make health insurance affordable can be extraneous. They can basically limit the coverage or have pre-existing condition clauses that are very far out there. So you have to be careful. We have some that are 24 months out. We got some with pre-existing condition clauses that are 12 months out, and we got some that don't have pre-existing condition clauses, so they'll cover pre-existing conditions from day one. So definitely need to call us and talk to us. The next is things like accident, cancer, critical illness, hospital indemnity, disability, dental, vision. These policies can cover the employees. They help lower the company's workers' comp rate. On top of that, if they're structured right, they provide money to the employee for when the employee gets injured or their family gets injured or sick and can't work. So that's some things to look at. Also, we know when it's best to put these on a cafeteria plan. Usually these are not good on a cafeteria plan because when the employee goes to use it, the money that they're getting is getting taxed, so they're going to get less money than they would have gotten if it was not on a cafeteria plan. When they're accessing this money, that's when they need this money. So they need the full benefit. And if it's getting taxed, then they're not getting what they're needing. And they're probably going to end up wanting to come back and ask you to let them borrow money. And you're getting these plans, one, to keep them from doing that. So it's kind of counterproductive. So that's why we are very cautious with what we put on a cafeteria plan. The next would be life insurance for the employees. We can do life insurance for the employees. We can also set up a special meeting to do life insurance for their families. That's not on company time. Retirement, you got several options for retirement from 401ks to simples, but these are qualified plans. They're heavily tied to the stock market. Even IRAs can be used, but they're heavily tied to the stock market. So when the market's up, you're making great money. When the market's down, you're losing a lot of money. Also, they are heavily feed, and you get excess feed whether you make money, whether you lose money, whether you make no money. So the only one winning on these is the agent that sold you it. The next type is annuities, depending on the type of company will determine what kind of annuities we try to structure. Annuities are great. They are not as tied to the stock market, so you can get all the ups without the downside of the market, to where you're not losing money. You may not make money when the market goes down, but you at least don't lose money. Um, can be, so it can be a great thing for you. A lot of these plans are portable, so that's great. We can also offer annuities outside the workplace. So this is something that it's very important to look at. If you already got a retirement plan in place, like a 401k, and you want to consider an annuity, we can look at rolling it over. Let's see here. The next is key employee life. This is where the company is paid if an employee is lost. Also with key employee life, you got key employee disability where the company is paid if the employee gets disabled. You got buyout life. So if something happens to a business partner, then the policy pays so other business partners can buy out the family of the one that just passed so that they don't have to deal with the family. So we can do all of these. Now let me give you some information on some stuff that we've got that we can do for you and your business as part of our services.
Every year, millions of people face legal issues. And let's face it, lawyers are expensive. But as a Legal Shield member, you pay an affordable rate for an entire law firm versus high hourly legal fees. Legal Shield's law firms have over 20 years of experience in many areas of law. As a Legal Shield member, you'll have direct access to one of our dedicated law firms, so you can take proactive steps to protect your legal rights, such as having your rental agreement reviewed or your will prepared, and receiving legal guidance for things like a dispute with a neighbor or creditor. Your law firm can also write a letter or make a phone call on your behalf. When you have a legal question or issue, you can simply call your law firm and a lawyer will return your call within 8 business hours or less. They're even available 24/7 for emergency situations. And with the Legal Shield mobile app, you can call your law firm at the touch of a button, access legal forms, upload your speeding ticket for review, and have your will prepared. Legal Shield makes receiving legal assistance easy and affordable. So get the legal protection you need and deserve, and put a law firm in the palm of your hand with Legal Shield. Every year, millions of people face legal and identity theft issues. You can take control of your legal rights and identity with Legal Shield and IDShield. As a Legal Shield member, you'll have direct access to a dedicated law firm, so you can take proactive steps to protect your legal rights, such as having your rental agreement reviewed, your will prepared, and receiving legal guidance for things like a dispute with a neighbor or creditor. Your law firm can also write a letter or make a phone call on your behalf, and is even available 24/7 for emergency situations. And with the Legal Shield mobile app, you can quickly call your law firm, access legal forms, upload your speeding ticket for review, and have your will prepared. With IDShield, your personal information will be monitored across the internet, including black market websites and government databases. We provide child, credit, and social media monitoring too. If any discrepancies with your identity are found, you'll receive an alert. You can use the IDShield mobile app to track your alerts and your credit score. If your identity's been stolen, a dedicated team of licensed private investigators are there at the touch of a button 24/7 to restore your identity. Get the legal and identity theft protection you need and deserve with Legal Shield and IDShield. Welcome to this special webinar presentation on learning more about how you can protect and empower your family with LegalShield and IDShield. When you think of the legal profession, what words come to mind? Words like expensive, unresponsive, and unaccountable are often associated with the legal industry. What LegalShield has simply done is we have become the disruptive innovators in the legal industry. We have made it simpler, easier, and more affordable for your family to access the legal services that you need when you need them. When you think of other disruptive innovators, what companies come to mind? Maybe companies like Netflix, Uber, and Amazon. These companies all came into very established industries and in a few short years changed the way that consumers shop and look at those industries by making it simpler and easier for you to access those services. In the same way, LegalShield has done that with the legal industry by making it affordable, accountable, and responsive to your legal needs. LegalShield was established in 1972. We currently protect over 4.6 million lives all across North America, and we have a dedicated network of quality law firms in all 50 states and 4 Canadian provinces. LegalShield has been featured in Forbes, Yahoo Finance, CNBC, and Bloomberg about the great work that we're doing to revolutionize the legal industry. So how does LegalShield work? Well, ask yourself these questions. Have you ever signed a contract or document? Had a landlord or tenant issue? Been overcharged for a repair or treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever received a traffic ticket? When is the last time you updated your will? Have you been involved in a real estate transaction or maybe rented an apartment? Have you been the victim of identity theft or heard about all of the data breaches that are happening? Have you been concerned about your own child's identity? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you can definitely benefit from being a member of LegalShield and IDShield. With LegalShield, we put all of the legal services that your family needs right at your fingertips. Simply download the LegalShield member app to your smartphone and then tap the app when you want to talk to your provider law firm to get personal legal advice on an unlimited number of issues. Your LegalShield attorneys can also write letters and make phone calls on your behalf. I know in my life, over the last 22 years that I've been a LegalShield member, I've had letters and phone calls made on our behalf many times. Actually, one of the cases that just happened recently was 3 or 4 months ago when I was owed a $1,650 security deposit. And after arguing with the other party for about 30 days, I finally got $1,000 of that security deposit, but I was still owed $650. So I contacted my LegalShield provider law firm. They had a letter sent on my behalf, and about 2 weeks later, I got the other $650 that I was owed. A few years ago, we were taking the family to Hawaii on vacation, and a major airline stranded us at an airport for an entire day because of a mechanical issue on the plane. We got to the resort a day late. We missed out on $350 deposit we had on that first night at the resort, and also an excursion that we had scheduled for that first day. I contacted the airline when we got home and asked if there was anything they could do for us because of the mechanical issue they had, and I was told there was nothing they could do, but they were sorry and to please fly them again. But I contacted my LegalShield provider law firm, had them send a letter to that same airline. About 11 days later, I received an apology letter and 4 free tickets to use anywhere in North America. That was about $1,600 in tickets that we received because my attorney wrote that letter. Paid for my membership for over 6 or 7 years with just that one letter. We're also going to help you with contract and document review. A few months ago, I purchased a boat. I had all this finance paperwork I had to sign for the boat purchase, and I knew what it said, or I knew what I thought it said, but I thought it's probably a smart thing to do to have my attorney review all this paperwork for me to make sure that everything I think is in the document is actually what it says. So I sent that off to my provider law firm. They reviewed it for me, and it just gave me the peace of mind of knowing that I knew exactly what I was signing. So contract and document review is also provided through your LegalShield membership. We're also going to help you with IRS audit assistance, civil trial defense services if you're named in a lawsuit with pretrial and trial time. We're also going to help you with family and domestic services. Now, there is a 90-day waiting period on this particular part of our membership, but items like uncontested divorce, uncontested separation, name change, and even adoption are covered through your LegalShield membership. Another area of our plan that is very valuable is help with moving traffic violations.
Now, we don't fix tickets, but I think we would all agree that if you have an attorney help you or even represent you on that moving traffic violation, then a lot better things will probably happen than you or I trying to do this on our own. I can tell you in my family, we've had a few examples over the last years where the attorneys have helped represent us on a moving traffic violation. The most recent, I received a traffic ticket about 1,000 miles away from home while I was on business. And it was just that peace of mind of knowing that while I was back home, I had an attorney in that jurisdiction 1,000 miles away representing me on that moving traffic violation, trying to keep the points off my record so my insurance rates aren't going through the roof. We make it very easy with your Legal Shield membership. Simply take out your member app, take a picture of that ticket, submit it to your law firm, and you'll get contacted, start getting help with that moving traffic violation. We're also going to help you with your will preparation. This includes your wills, your living will, your healthcare power of attorney, and your durable power of attorney. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you updated your will? If the answer is, I don't have a will, or it's been a very long time, then this is one of the simplest, easiest, and most affordable ways that you could ever get all of these documents prepared for you and your family. With your Legal Shield membership, we'll prepare all of these estate documents, your will, living will, healthcare power of attorney, and durable power of attorney, and update them every year for you at no additional cost. We have many different ways for you to fill out the will questionnaire to get this process started, but the bottom line is it's very simple to do, and we can do it for you right away as a Legal Shield member. We also give you access to your attorneys 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergency situations. Now, we hope these never happen, and certainly this is one of those areas of our membership that I would rather have it and never need it than need it and not have it. But when you need emergency access to your attorney, you have that through your Legal Shield membership. Anything we did not discuss over the last few minutes will be handled right here under our 25% preferred member discount. So all of the areas of our membership that we just talked about are included in your membership, and you do not pay any extra for those services. But if you do have a contested adoption, a contested divorce, bankruptcy, child custody, or any other type of legal situation, you can still save a lot of money and have quality legal representation with your Legal Shield membership under our 25% preferred member discount. Another great benefit of being a Legal Shield member is member perks, where we give you discounts at hundreds of businesses all across North America just because you're a Legal Shield member. Just last year, my family saved over $600 with member perks, which was more than our membership cost us for the entire year. We saved on buying flowers and sending them for someone's birthday. We saved at Universal Studios to go see a show. We saved at Busch Gardens. We saved at the movie theaters. We saved when we traveled. All of these discounts available to our Legal Shield members. So make sure you check out member perks and get full utilization of these tremendous benefits. So who's covered by your Legal Shield plan? Your entire family. You, your spouse or domestic partner, any never married dependent children under the age of 26 living at home or full-time students, dependent children under the age of 18 for whom the member is the legal guardian, and any physically or mentally disabled children living at home regardless of age. On top of our tremendous legal protection, we also have another program called IDShield. And with all of the recent data breaches, we all know that there's a huge problem that everyone faces today, and that is identity theft. The bottom line is criminals don't want your money, they want your identity. Because with your identity, they can file your tax returns and take a refund check that wasn't theirs, or file medical claims, Social Security claims, get new lines of credit, maybe even get a new driver's license with their picture with all of your information, or even commit a crime in your name. The bottom line with identity theft is that you are guilty until proven innocent. With your IDShield plan, we are going to monitor everything that matters. We're going to monitor your credit score, your Social Security number, your passport, driver's license, medical ID, your email accounts. We're going to monitor your loans, credit cards, and bank accounts. And we're going to monitor those black market sites where your information is being sold on the dark web. We're going to monitor your social media accounts to make sure that there's not personal information being shared that shouldn't be. But not only are you going to have monitoring, you're also going to have a comprehensive restoration service where you will have a licensed private investigator do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your identity to its pre-theft status should you become a victim of identity theft. So not only do you have a very robust monitoring program, but also complete restoration and comprehensive restoration should you be a victim of identity theft. So how much do these two great services cost? Well, the price is only $49.90 for a family. That's $24.95 for the legal plan each month and $24.95 for IDShield. If you're an individual, both of these plans is $34.90 per month. By the way, if you own a small business, make sure you talk to the person that invited you to this presentation and find out more about the suite of products that we have to protect and grow your small business as well. So what are the steps to becoming a member of LegalShield and IDShield and protecting and empowering your family? Well, number one, get together with a person that put you on this presentation and they can get some basic information and get you enrolled right away. Number two is just download the mobile apps right to your smartphone, create your login and password so that you have easy access to your membership benefits. Number three, contact your provider law firm immediately with a legal question you may have, or contact them to start updating and preparing your wills right away. Get immediate use and benefits from your LegalShield and IDShield membership. And also start saving with member perks. Make sure you understand how to access those discounts and start saving right away to get full benefit from your LegalShield and IDShield membership. So thank you for taking this opportunity to watch this presentation today and get together with a person that invited you to this presentation to learn more about how you can protect and empower your family with LegalShield and IDShield.
Now, before I move on to the next video, the identity theft protection we just released, where you can get 3 credit bureau monitoring. That's about $5 more a month, just so you know. Still will cover the same, and it also has actually even more coverage areas that it covers. So well worth the money. We added about 18 more new coverage areas that we're protecting you on.
Hello from LegalShield. We believe every commercial driver needs legal protection, but first things first. What is a commercial driver's legal plan, and why should you want it? Quite simply, the commercial driver's legal plan gives you access to lawyers for transportation-related issues at an affordable rate. Attorneys are, well, expensive. $250 to $500 per issue expensive. But with a commercial driver's legal plan, you get access to our commercial driver's provider law firm for about $400 a year. That's a pretty easy choice. If you've used a lawyer for issues like this before, this probably all sounds great. If not, you may be wondering, why would I even need a lawyer? It turns out that lawyers can help you with all kinds of transportation issues that you may not have even realized. Things ranging from moving and non-moving violations, DOT, Department of Transportation violations, license reinstatement, tragic accident representation, CSA consultation, and much more. Whatever transportation issue you may be facing, a lawyer will help you make the best decision for you, your spouse, and your motor vehicle record, or MVR, in the future by knowing your full legal rights. That's always a good thing. So legal protection is a smart choice. Now, why choose LegalShield? For starters, LegalShield has been in business 40 plus years and helped over 1.5 million families that trust LegalShield as their legal protection provider. LegalShield has partnered with a law firm that gives you access to lawyers who can answer your transportation legal issues when you need them. So you'll never have to worry about what lawyer to use, since we've already done the legwork for you. And you'll always get an experienced lawyer who is dedicated to helping you in the state where your legal issue occurred. Just pick up the phone and you'll be connected to a customer service representative who will take your issue, and within 5 business days, you will have a lawyer's name and number for you to be in contact with. Remember, communication with your lawyer is key, and in most cases, your lawyer can represent you in court without you having to be there. There's a waiting period of 10 days, but our lawyers can still help you, even with your transportation needs during that time, at a 25% preferred member discount. In review, legal protection is good, and Legal Shield is the best. Now let's talk about your specific plan. You can enroll in Legal Shield for a low monthly fee determined by the plan you choose, along with a one-time enrollment fee of $25. Special pricing is available for drivers who enroll in the plan as part of an employee group. Your membership includes help with moving and non-moving violations, DOT violations, license reinstatements, tragic accident representation, transportation law, CSA consultation, and much more. The specific plan covers you and your spouse or domestic partner in personal or commercial vehicles. With Legal Shield, you're in a position of power with access to a dedicated lawyer whenever you need it. Legal plans are also available for family coverage. Just see your independent associate for more information. Protect your ability to earn a living. Become a Legal Shield Commercial Driver's Legal Plan member today.
Now, these plans that I just showed you can both be offered to the business owner as well as to the employees as part of a benefits package. Now we're going to actually talk about covering the business itself.
Today, I want to introduce you to our 3 small business plans that we provide at Legal Shield. As a small business owner, you know how important it is to have top legal representation and access to top professionals when you're making decisions. Today, I serve as one of the presidents of Legal Shield, but over 23 years ago, when I was introduced to Legal Shield, I was a small business owner just like you. My wife and I, like many business owners, had spent our entire life savings to open a retail store in Ohio. And I know what it's like to put in 7 days a week, be the last one to get paid, have the stress of meeting payroll and all the legal stress that comes along with being a business owner as well. Actually, one of the very first memberships that I ever owned with Legal Shield was the small business plan. So I want to take a few minutes today and help you understand the value of the small business plan and maybe even share a few stories of how I've used the service in my own business. When you think of legal services overall, what words come to mind? And words like unresponsive, unaccountable, you just don't know who to call. And when you do find out who to call, usually they're going to be $300 to $400 per hour. With Legal Shield, we simply take the worry and a lot of the expense out of accessing top legal professionals. With Legal Shield, the words that come to mind are accountable, accessible, and responsive. So let me tell you a little bit about Legal Shield. We've actually been around since 1972, and we currently protect over 4.6 million individuals and over 50,000 business owners all across North America. Ask yourself this question. As a business owner, have you ever had to hire or fire an employee? Have you ever had a vendor dispute? Maybe a customer dispute? Have you ever needed a letter on your behalf? Or maybe needed a contract reviewed? Have you ever worried about being sued? All of these are legal situations, and most of them, as business owners, we don't seek legal advice for. And the reason simply is this: it costs too much, and most of the time we try to handle it ourselves. I know as a business owner, we try to be the superhero. We try to be everything to everyone. But at the same time, you don't want to be your own attorney. You don't want to take these matters into your hands because they can have serious consequences. A few years ago, Legal Shield actually commissioned a study to find out what the real need was for our plans among small business owners. Now, unsurprisingly, 60% of small business owners said in the last year they had experienced a significant legal event. And of those surveyed, most of them said they did not seek legal advice for one major reason: cost. But the ones that actually did seek legal advice reported spending on average $7,600 on that legal event. So it's not surprising that most small business owners don't seek legal help when they need it simply because they know it's going to cost too much. So let's talk about how our business plans really work and help you grow and protect your business. Now we have 3 levels of protection with Legal Shield: Small Business 10, Small Business 50, and Small Business 100. So the first question for you is, how many employees do you have? If you have less than 10 employees, you qualify for any of the 3 plans.
If you have more than 10 employees but fewer than 50, you qualify for our Small Business 50 or Small Business 100. And if you have more than 50 employees but less than 100, you qualify for our Small Business 100 plan. Now, the great news about our three plans is that whatever plan that you qualify for, you can always buy up coverage, because the higher you go, the more coverage you have for your small business. As you can see on the chart, you simply decide what coverage level is appropriate for your business. All of our plans provide access to consultation with our law firms to give you the access you need when you need it. Pick up the phone, contact your attorney, and have consultation on an unlimited number of business matters. Have letters written on your behalf, so that when you need access to an attorney to write that letter, you don't have to worry about paying hundreds of dollars for one letter. It's all covered through your monthly membership fee. Also have documents and contracts reviewed by your law firm, and even lawsuit protection if your business is named in a lawsuit. Now, to have hours for lawsuit protection, make sure you enroll in our Small Business 50 or Small Business 100. But at the same time, anything that's not covered through our membership, you always have access to our preferred member discount. So everything is covered through your plan. It's either covered 100% if you see it listed, or it's covered under the preferred member discount for any other legal matters. The bottom line is, as a small business owner, you have to make decisions every day. And some of them require legal assistance. With Legal Shield, you'll know that you have the professionals in your corner so you can make the smart decision without breaking the bank. So please get together with the person that invited you today to watch this short video, get your questions answered, and I also encourage you to look at the information on our family plan and find out more about how we can also protect and empower your family.
So that explains how we cover your business. Now let's talk about some of our added value services for your business. So if we go to our page, our website, we're going to scroll down and look at basically from the list and talk about these. So we got business loans. We can help you with funding for your business. We do go through and do the government loans as well as non-government loans. We can help you with payroll, HR, and hiring services, and we can also integrate these and make it where it's so streamlined that basically you're losing very little to no time in it, and make sure that it's compliant and that all the tax forms and stuff are being filed. We can help you with having a merchant account so that you can process credit cards and debit cards and accept those. We can help you with marketing, which would be like getting a website and even integrating a merchant account into your website for sales, and having white papers and so forth done. We can help you on things that you already buy for your business. So like if you're a restaurant, the food that you buy. If you're an office area, paper clips, staples, computers, these kind of things. The things that you're buying on a regular basis, even like toner and stuff. We can help you with advertising. We've got two big main ways of helping you with advertising. One with geo-tracking, one is an association deal. So contact us about these. Also, we do offer credit repair service that your employees can have and use. We're looking at partnering with somebody right now that can do credit repair and can do taxes. So we're working on that negotiation. But right now we do have a credit repair entity that we can help with. That's $89 a month, and there'll be a one-time enrollment fee with that. But we're looking at doing away with that service and going with this other as soon as we can get everything lined up and nailed down and processed. So that concludes our webinar for today. Hope you enjoyed it. This will be posted on our social media pages. If you want more information or to talk to us about a specific product, whether it be personal or whether it be for your business, give us a call, 662-292-6271. Again, that number is 662-292-6271. You can also comment info below the video on our social media pages, and we'll try to get back to you. You can also go to our website, kensinsurgency.net, and request information on the specific products that you're wanting. We look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to helping you. We also do recruit agents. So if you're looking for a job and want a way to make some good money, give us a call. We'll be glad to set up an interview and to help you with becoming an agent under us. Thank you and have a nice day.